Soccer in the Park by Readworks. Maria opened her eyes, yawned, and smiled. It was a bright, sunny morning in June. Maria loved the sunshine, and she loved June. Maria lived in Rome, the capital of Italy. In June, Rome was warm and the roses were in bloom. Maria had just finished the 5th grade. Next year, she would start at a new school and make new friends. But right now, she had the entire summer to relax. She could smell coffee coming from the kitchen. That meant that Maria's parents were awake already. Maria hopped out of bed and ran down the hallway. "What are we going to do today?" she asked her father. Maria's father smiled as he poured her orange juice. "Eat your breakfast, and then we can talk about what we're going to do today. I thought we might go to the park." Maria sat down, shaking with excitement. She hoped they were going to Villa Borghese, the huge park near their house. Villa Borghese had lakes where you could row boats and lots of green hills that were perfect for having picnics on. But the best part of Villa Borghese wasn't the boats or the picnics. It was the sports. In the summer, the park was full of kids playing sports. Usually Maria was too shy to join in with the other children, but she loved to watch. Maria and her father played sports together. She liked tennis and riding horses, but her favorite sport was soccer. Maria was the youngest child with 3 older brothers. Her first steps were taken on a soccer field, and she had been watching soccer games as long as she could remember. She knew when other players should pass and when they should shoot. "Can we watch soccer today?" Maria asked her father. He smiled and patted the top of her head. "Get your cleats," he said. "Today we're not going to watch. Today we're going to play." Maria and her father drove to the park and walked up to the soccer field. 2 teams were playing. Most of the players were Maria's age, but some were much bigger. Maria reached for her father's hand. "I don't know, Papa," she said. "Some of these kids look big." "You can do it," said her father. "I know you can." Maria strapped on her cleats and her gloves. She walked onto the field and found the team's captain. "Do you guys need a goalie?" Maria asked him hesitantly. The captain looked at Maria and nodded slowly. "Our goalie isn't here today," he said. "You can try if you want to." Maria walked into the goal and stood between the 2 posts. The team was now relying on her to defend. Maria had to keep the soccer ball from going into the goal no matter what. She watched as the players kicked the ball down the field. They ran so fast and kicked the ball so hard. It was coming closer and closer to Maria. She watched as the other team passed the ball back and forth, back and forth. The round sphere was a blur. "Maria!" she heard her father yell. "You can do it!" Maria took a deep breath. She started to believe she could do this. She bent her knees and crouched low to the ground as one of the soccer players approached. Maria saw his right leg reach back to kick. Before she had time to think, she dove to the right. As she hit the ground, Maria felt her hands slam into the ball. She saw the ball bounce away. She had kept it from the goal. Maria heard her father cheer, but she kept looking at the field. The ball could come back at any moment. Maria's team was running with the ball down the field. Her team's captain dribbled the ball and shot it perfectly into the corner of the other team's goal. The other goalie wasn't as quick as Maria, and the ball sailed past his hands. Throughout the rest of the game, the other team still wasn't able to score. Maria jumped up and down. They had won! Her new teammates came over to congratulate her. "Good job," said the captain. "What's your name, goalie?" "Maria," she said. "Well, Maria," he said, "do you want to play with us again next week?" Maria nodded. She had never felt so happy.